Kind of getting used to this empty nester thing.
Yeah.
So it's Friday night. We said we were going to do date night every Friday night. So our date night this Friday is make your own pizza night together.
Yeah, it should be fun. We really enjoyed it the last time we did it. It turned out we cooked them in cast iron skillets instead of like on a stoneware sheet.
Right.
So good.
Oh my gosh, amazing. I don't know where all this pizza company is located, but here in Michigan, my personal favorite pizza chain is called Jets. And I found like a copycat recipe. It's called Detroit style pizza. So maybe we have our own thing here in Michigan. I don't know, but I started making their dough and we loved it. And so I said, how about pizza night tonight? But that's not the primary reason. We're not going to show you that. Maybe in another video. The primary reason for today's video is we have all these garlic scapes. So we're going to use them today for our pizza.
Is there more in the garden or is this the last of them?
There's a couple more in the garden and then there's already a bunch in the freezer. So I want to show you one of the ways that we're going to be using up our garlic scapes this year, and that is making a homemade pesto. So, because you're the chopper, I'm sure you don't want this knife. What knife do you want?
We're going to chop them? I thought you were chopping them in
Yeah,
that
well, you
thing.
chop them and get a cup and then put them in there and process them up.
Oh, okay. Then I need like the big knife.
Okay. That one?
Yeah.
Okay. So, right, all the different ways that you can save up your garlic scapes. Like I said, I just throw them like this in the freezer. And when we need garlic in a ingredient that we maybe don't have fresh garlic for, we'll just take one of these out, chop it up, and use it as garlic. You could dehydrate these and make your own garlic powder. If I had a ton, I would definitely do that, but I don't have a ton.
Like this?
Yep.
Or do you want them chopped smaller?
No, that's fine. I just need a cup.
The funny thing happened last night. I started to tell you earlier, I went to close up the chickens last night.
Uh-huh.
Those ones in the chicken tractor, fine, no issue. I went in the old chicken coop and I opened up the gate. And basically, it's like a 30-second process. You open the gate, you go in, you close the little latch on the chicken door, and you latch it, and you're done. There was something in there.
What?
For some reason, you know the two little chickens, the blonde ones, you have the lighter orange color ones?
From my new chickens?
No, from the old chickens.
Yeah, uh-huh.
They didn't go to bed.
Oh.
They were like running around the pen.
Huh.
After dark. It was like 10 o'clock, quarter after 10.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Did it freak you out?
Yeah, I thought there was a creature in there. Because they're never ever out. They always go to bed when it gets dark. But then I had my headlamp on so I could see. And I grabbed that little rake and I was trying to direct them into their pen. My headlamp, I think, confused them so bad. They're like running into the walls and everything. It took me quite a while to get them to actually go in.
So for today's pesto recipe, you're going to need sesame seeds, or you could use pine nuts, lemon juice, Parmesan cheese, olive oil, and your scapes. Oh, and I'm going to throw in some basil too. And the recipe I'm using for is from New York Times Cooking.
Oh, my sausage.
Oh, sorry. Okay. We're making like a sausage, like grilled Italian sausage pizza. I can't chop like him. I'm so terrified of it. This is so embarrassing. Took over chopping and I'm like, chop, chop, chop. Alrighty, for the recipe, I'm going to use about a third. I was a little shy. So a third of a cup of your sesame seeds, pistachio nuts, pine nuts, whatever you're going to use. A third of a cup of Parmesan. a heaping cup of your garlic scapes and 1/3 of a cup of olive oil. And it said the juice of 1 lemon. I wonder how much that is. 2 tablespoons or so? What do you think?
Yeah, somewhere around there. Maybe 3 caps.
Okay. Alrighty. And let me go grab some basil and we'll throw some basil in there. Cottonwood all over my herbs. Oops, sorry basil. Alrighty, and then we're just gonna process this all together. Well, look at that. But we don't need all this for our pizza, so let me show you how I'm going to preserve some of it. Alrighty, so I'm going to grab my cookie dough baller, if I can find it. And let's get this out. I'm just gonna take cookie ball scoops and put it on my parchment paper, throw it down in the freezer, and we will let it freeze and then bag it up. And then that way when we're cooking pasta or pizza or whatever that we want to use pesto for, we can just grab a ball out and or 2, 3, whatever you need, and add it to your dish. All right, so I'm gonna go pop this in the freezer, let it set maybe 30 minutes, maybe when dinner's done. I'll grab it, throw it in a bag. But when the dough and the sausage is ready, we will bring you guys back for pizza making time.
So we have a delay in pizza night because we forgot that. What did you make that day? Cinnamon bread. Pull apart cinnamon bread with a lot of butter in it, and the butter went everywhere, and our whole house filled up with smoke. And it's still a problem. So we don't really want smoked pizza, so we're gonna have to try to get some of this butter out of here. Whoa. Should be better.
Oops.
Oops, yeah.
All right, the dough is done rising.
What happened to the sun? The sun went away. So we have our pesto that we made earlier. This is your spinach.
Spinach from the garden.
Mozzarella. Some Italian sausage we grilled out on the grill and then chopped it up. Pepperoni. And some diced onion. And pizza sauce.
Parmesan cornmeal.
Cornmeal for the crust.
So we are going to make our crust.
Oh, this is a lot easier this time.
Because you have more, or why? Last time I made it, we split it in 3 because Dan was here.
It's just, I think it rose more.
Oh.
While we're getting our dough ready, try to guess who's gonna put what ingredients on their pizza. And then in a minute here, you'll find out if you were right.
Oh, I wanted to do cornmeal this time. I forgot. Oops. Can you put some in mine?
Yeah, mine just got messed up because it mixed with the oil. So I didn't spread my oil out first.
He always does the cornmeal trick, and I always am not patient enough to do that. And then he gets his pizza out, and it looks so good. And what does the cornmeal do? I forget.
I don't know, it just kind of insulates the crust and gives the crust a nice... I think it actually might take some moisture out of the bottom of the crust. And then it makes the bottom layer of your pizza extra crispy.
What I'm also instantly noticing by using the cornmeal is it's holding my dough in place.
Yeah.
When I'm spreading it, because I struggled with that last time.
So Dan, if you're watching,
It's pizza day.
pizza day. I wish you were here with us still.
We did It's a great icebreaker. So we did make your own pizza night the first night Dan was here with us because we knew it would be awkward and all of us would be nervous and it would just be a good conversation starter. So it's a good idea, like if you're ever meeting, I don't know, somebody for the first time and you're having them in your home for dinner. It's just a wonderful icebreaker.
Yeah, and like a blind date or something.
Yeah, a blind date.
Just have make your own pizza night, and then you can determine what they put on their pizza, whether or not you want to date them again.
All right, there's my crust. Deep dish style. All right, so this is Rachel's pizza. We're gonna do a little spread of some of our garlic pesto. I have to be generous and leave Todd plenty. Okay, what's next? How about we layer on some Parmesan? All right, let's do some spinach. This was just frozen and I just grabbed out of the baggie what I wanted. Okay, we'll do some sausage. I usually cheat because I watched Todd make his and I was like, oh, that's a good idea. So now I can't see what he's doing. I might come back and add some stuff. All right, some pizza sauce. I'm not a huge sauce lover, so I go pretty light on my sauce. And then we will top it with some, oh, I almost forgot the onions. Some onions. And mozzarella. I feel like what is the Muppets?
Oh, the Swedish chef. Morty, Morty, Morty.
I'm taking all the cheese because I like all the cheese.
Yeah, I was looking at that thinking to myself, that's not enough for most of our pizzas because I'll use that much just on my own.
All right. One other thing I'm going to grab, I'm going to throw on some garlic powder and some Italian seasoning on top.
Well, for Rachel's pizza, did you guys guess right?
Todd's an extra sauce guy.
I'm an extra sauce guy, obviously. I'm an extra sauce on everything. Whether I get a Philly cheesesteak, I want extra cheese sauce.
Enchiladas, extra red sauce.
Yeah, everything gets extra sauce. I'm a flavor junkie. I think on the bottom layer is going to get sausage. Oh, we have this stuff too, don't we?
Yeah.
This is like has a lot of garlic in it, right?
Uh-huh.
I think I was getting the sausages off the grill when you onion on the bottom.
That's all the cheese you get.
Yeah, a whole bag over here. I'm generally a meat pizza. If we go out to eat or order pizza somewhere, whatever one that I order for myself is usually meat, and Rachel's is usually ends up with sausage, and she loves green peppers,
Yep.
onions, that kind of.
But
I call them adult pizzas because when I was a little kid, that's what my parents always ordered. They had like mushrooms and green peppers and all that kinds of stuff on it, and I don't really like that. I like little kid pizzas. And a second layer of cheese. And it's going to take a while to bake because the thing's about that thick, so. But yeah, I think I'm good. Maybe a little Parmesan. Made a mess.
Yes, we did.
So our oven's preheated to 450. Smoke is all gone.
Yeah.
Toss them in the middle rack, and we'll see you back here in 15 minutes, 20 minutes.
I know you've heard it all before, but you are the love of my life. I knew when you came through the door that you are the my life.
Yummy.
Looking good. Wow, that's not hot. You want to leave it in any longer?
No, I'm done. I'd rather mine soft than hard.
Okay.
But I have to do one more thing before.
Well, yeah. Well, once they're done and you take them out of the oven, you're gonna want to let them sit for like 5 minutes before you cut into them.
But I gotta put butter on. Which one's mine? That one.
Well, do mine too.
We always get butter flavored crust when we go out. So might as well treat ourselves to butter flavored crust at home too. Beautiful. Yours looks extra cheesy, honey.
Heck yeah.
Oh my gosh, it smells amazing. So let us know down in the comments below how you would have used that garlic pesto or what your favorite way is to make homemade pizza. We're really loving this cast iron deep dish pizza style.
Yeah,
It's fun.
the crust is.
Yeah.
Hear that?
I don't know what that means, but it's well done. Not soft on the bottom.
Right. Not soggy. You can't
Right.
have soggy pizza. Hot?
Not too bad. I was trying to see if I could really call out the flavor of the pesto. I think a little bit. It's not overpowering by any means. I think I was worried that it would be like, wow.
Ooh, hot.
You have those pepperonis in yours.
Good now.
So I'd also encourage you to date your spouse. Date your significant other on a regular basis. It's important. I know it's hard when you have little kids or when you have children still at home, but it's important for them to see that you could take time away for each other. Love you.
Love you. Enjoy your meal.
Yes.
I knew when you came through the door that you are the love of my life.